This is Mahogany Maxine, and I'm coming to you with another speed build. So this build came out so cute. Today we are working on what I like to call a humble craftsman. So in the style of more of a Los Angeles craftsman. Just from my research, my last build that I put on the channel was a Del Sol Valley apartments, and so for this one I was actually on Zillow looking at houses in LA, and I came across this craftsman. I'll put it in the description if I can remember to find it, but it was a single story, I guess you can call a bungalow. I don't really truly know the definition of a bungalow, but it gave bungalow vibes. And it was rather small. It was like only, about 1,000 or 1,200 square feet for a house, for, a single standing home. And so I was really inspired to just go and create it. Now, the shape at first I felt to be like super long and maybe not that interesting, but the more and more I was building in this style, the more I enjoyed it, the simplicity of it, and all the decorations. So yeah, that's what we're working on today, and it's in the world of San Sequoia, which is the San Francisco-based world. The lighting in this world is beautiful. Now, mind you, I do have a lighting mod, and I use Gshades as well, or Gshade, not Reshade, and even with the enhancements, or without the enhancements, I think it looks so beautiful in this world. I was testing without any lighting mod or any kind of reshade, and San Sequoia is pretty stellar. And so yeah, I love this lot. It's in an area that I feel like maybe an apartment building would be better suited, but I also feel like a standalone craftsman in the middle of the hustle and bustle would actually also fit. So yeah, I worked on, at first, typically when I'm working on a build, I typically don't like using the first swatch that I see. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I'm like, oh, let me look through the swatches and see if I can find a different color. But then I realized I rarely ever use the tan swatch from the Growing Together doors, like the craftsman style doors. So I end up going with that color theme, and then also when I do the paint on the outside, you'll see that. The house ends up being 2 bedrooms with a den, sort of. The den is more so like a multi-purpose room, and it leads to the backyard. So I don't think it's big enough to eventually become a bedroom, but I mean, if your gameplay is suitable for that, then be my guest. But there's 2 full bedrooms and 1 bathroom with a pretty decent sized kitchen and living room. And as I was building this, I imagine a single dad with an adult or teenage, almost adult, college-aged daughter. So I'm thinking a single dad who was previously either in the military or was previously a police officer or some type of profession like that, and a daughter who is almost to college, almost an adult, but is deciding to stay home, and she's into art and yoga and music. So you'll see that in the decoration throughout the home. I really enjoy the idea of single parents, like the building style of single parents, because I grew up with a single parent. So single parent apartments, single parent homes. So shout out to all the single parents doing it up for their children. But I think it's so interesting, the dynamic of, if you live with one parent and how it really informs how you're raised and informs your style of your home. Because if it's just you and one parent and y'all are holding each other down and y'all are besties, or even if you're not besties, but if you are close, I feel like, I don't know, the vibes in the house can always be interesting because you're coming into your own, especially if you're a young adult with your adult parent who's single, who may be dating, and you talk about, life dating, now that you're a young adult and you're dating, and your parents who are probably also dating. So it's always interesting because I feel like when you are raised by a single parent and you grow up and you become an adult, you get to kind of see them grow up as well, because you've been their partner, not obviously romantically, that would be gross, but you've been their partner in life. You've been their companion. You've been the other person who they can count on. Even though you're a child, I feel if you are a single child or a product of a single parent household, I feel like you would understand what I mean by this. It's you are your parents', I don't know, little homie. So anyway, I digress. So now we're working on the back patio, and I hope you all enjoy this build. It will be on the gallery by the time this video is up, and feel free to add to it. Let me know what you think of this style, this like long craftsman style. I'm so used to building bigger, and so I actually want to take on the challenge of building tiny, doing a tiny home. Someone in the community, Mrs. T, shout out to Mrs. T if you're watching this, in the Discord, she mentioned this cottage looking build. I forgot where she posted it, but I'm gonna find it, and it really inspired me to want to build a tiny home. And now that we're getting the For Rent EP soon, we're gonna have all that new build by, so I'm contemplating maybe challenging myself to build tiny with all the new build by just to see, but I've only built one tiny home ever in The Sims, and I feel so, I don't know, I feel like I need to explore and be a little bit more challenge myself a little bit more to build tiny, because I'm just so used to building big and having large family homes, or even, I don't know, I feel like if I'm gonna build a lot, if I'm gonna build something that's not an apartment, then I want it to be big. If it's an apartment, I don't mind it being squished, but we'll see. But this is where I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the music. Feel free to join the Discord down below. We are doing December movie nights. They are posted in the Discord. In our community events tab, we'll be watching Last Holiday, we'll be watching Genie, we'll be watching Best Man Holiday, and a few other things. So feel free to join the Discord. We watch things as a community, we hang out, talk about our pets, and also that's where I post my Twitch stream schedule. So follow me on Twitch as well, down in the description below, and like, comment, and subscribe, folks. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you later. Till the next one, guys. Bye.
remember, don't hesitate to call on me for anything. Like you said, a human being, I'm going to make you take that chance. Things have been different for me ever since I met Hildy. I've never met anyone quite like her before.